The H1B guy here. And today, the H1B guy news for the week ending November 10th, 2023. Today I'll cover, is a third H1B lottery for fiscal year 2024 possible? And S3211, Healthcare Workforce Resilience Act reintroduced. But before we get started, I'd like to ask you, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the H1B Guy channel here on YouTube and like this video so that I can continue to produce more content like this for you. I also wanted to mention that H1B Guy offers a variety of consulting services. I help businesses and individuals solve complex work authorization issues in the recruitment process while bringing awareness to employment-based immigration benefits. If I can help you, please reach out. I'd love to hear how. And you can book an appointment directly with me via the H1BGuy.com. Today's news is brought to you by Syndesis and Path to Canada, the ideal plan B for high skilled immigrants currently located in the U.S. whose status may be uncertain. By PERM-Ads.com, the industry leader in providing a seamless experience for employers and immigration attorneys navigating the complex PERM recruitment ad phase of the labor certification process. And by Mob Squad. Are you a technology professional facing U.S. work visa related challenges? Don't leave your fate up to chance. Our partner Mob Squad has the solution. Join the squad. Now, the news. I wanted to take a minute today before we jump into the news to thank all of the veterans, past and present, for your service. Freedom isn't free, and your service is the reason we have the freedoms and liberties that we take for granted. I also wanted to mention to everyone celebrating a very happy Diwali. From my family to yours, wishing you peace, love, and abundant light. On November 2nd, 2023, Senator Kramer and Senator Durbin, in a bipartisan effort, introduced S3211, Healthcare Workforce Resilience Act, to the Senate Judiciary Committee. Here are the excerpts of the most relevant text. Quote, to enhance our nation's nurse and physician workforce by recapturing unused immigrant visas. Visas may only be made available under this subsection for up to 40,000 employment-based immigrants and their family members accompanying or following to join under Section 203D of such act whose immigrant worker petitions are filed not later than 3 years after the date of the enactment of the Healthcare Workforce Resilience Act. Exemption from country caps. Visas will be made available under this subsection shall not be subject to the per country numerical limitations set forth in Section 202A2 of the Immigration and Nationality Act. Visas may only be made available under this subsection to a beneficiary and such beneficiary's dependents if visas are not otherwise immediately available to such individuals pursuant to the worldwide and per country allocations. All visas will be made available from the pool of recaptured unused immigrant visas and shall not be counted against the total number of immigrant visas reserved for professional nurses and physicians under paragraph. Sadly, I've been covering this legislation for over 3 years, going back to the H1B Guy breaks down Senate Bill 3599, Healthcare Workforce Resilience Act, as well as during the H1B Guy reveals the anxiety of H1B medical professionals and why S3599, Healthcare Workforce Resilience Act, is vital. Originally introduced to the Senate floor on May 5th, 2020, the Healthcare Workforce Resilience Act was sponsored by former Senator David Perdue and co-sponsored by Senator Durbin, Senator Young, Senator Coons, Senator Cornyn, and Senator Leahy. According to the Association of American Medical Colleges, the shortfall of physicians in the U.S. is projected to reach 139,000 by year 2033. For those of you who may not know, a physician working on an H-1B visa is held to the same criteria as H-1B visa holders working in other specialty occupations. By not acting on this common sense reform, We're hurting America, and specifically rural America, who are forced to endure long wait times and rushed appointments. We're also hurting American medical professionals who are stretched way too thin and experiencing burnout. However, as I tweeted earlier in the week, no one takes any legislation introduced by Senator Durbin seriously, especially as it relates to green card recapture, even if it's solely allocated to healthcare workers. With the lack of relief coming from the Visa Bulletin and the recent article from Andrew Krybaum from Bloomberg citing that reducing green card barriers for those new entrants and for workers already in the US on temporary visas would add $3.9 trillion in gains to gross domestic product over the next 10 years. Again, that's $3.9 trillion with a capital T. Clearly, we're in make or break territory, and if we continue to ignore the root cause, we'll lose our place as the global leader for innovation, and that's simply something we cannot afford to do. Many of you continue to ask me about the possibility of a third H1B lottery for fiscal year 2024. Right now, I feel like the answer is yes. There will be a third H1B lottery for fiscal year 2024, and I believe it's going to happen very soon. However, when it comes to predicting second and third H1B lotteries over the last 2 years, my predictions have been wrong on whether there will or will not be additional selections. This time, though, I feel fairly confident in a third selection happening sometime in the next 3 weeks, with the application portal opening on December 1st, 2023, and staying open through January 31st. During the H1B Guy news on August 4th, 2023, where I discussed USCIS holds second H1B lottery for fiscal year 2024 and provides selection data, I covered on July 31st, 2023, that USCIS posted an alert titled Second Random Selection from Previously Submitted Registrations Complete for Fiscal Year 2024 H1B Cap. Quote, recently, USCIS announced that we would need to select additional registrations to reach the fiscal year 2024 H1B numerical allocation. And by doing so, USCIS selected 77,600 registrations in the second selection for fiscal year 2024 H1B cap. As I previously stated, USCIS has selected 188,400 registrations out of 758,994 eligible for a possible 85,000 available H1B visas for fiscal year 2024. Based on the total combined selections and annual allocation, USCIS is expecting an approximate 45% application rate. So based on this, I believe we'll see somewhere around 8,000 to 12,000 additional selected for the remaining unassigned H1B visas for fiscal year 2024. December 1st will be here before we know it, and we'll find out if my streak of being wrong will continue or not. But for right now, I'm fairly confident we'll see a third H1B lottery sometime in the next 3 weeks. For the full post on the H1B Guy news for the week ending November 10th, 2023, please check out the h1bguy.com. And a reminder that today's news was brought to you by Syndesis and Path to Canada, the ideal plan B for high schooled immigrants currently located in the U.S. whose status may be uncertain. If you're facing an H-1B denial or OPT expiration, don't get caught off guard. Make sure you have a plan B, and Syndesis and Path to Canada are your answers. They'll gladly help you navigate the process, and if you'd like to find out if you qualify, please be sure to use the link in the video description below, and someone from Syndesis or Path to Canada will be in touch. By PERM-ads.com, the industry leader in providing a seamless experience for employers and immigration attorneys navigating the complex PERM recruitment ad phase of the labor certification process. If you're looking to reduce your cost and overhead associated with PERM labor certification recruitment advertising, let PERM-ads.com help you. And by Mob Squad. Are you a technology professional facing U.S. work visa related challenges? Don't leave your fate up to chance. Our partner, Mob Squad, has a solution. Mob Squad helps technology professionals facing U.S. work visa related uncertainty remain working with their current U.S. employer nearshore from Canada, as well as technology professionals from around the world who are seeking to find a rewarding opportunity in North America. Through their partnership with the Canadian government, they can obtain a Canadian work permit for you and your spouse in as little as 4 to 6 weeks. So, whether you're looking to stay working with your current U.S. employer or you want to find a new opportunity in Canada, please find out how the team at Mob Squad can help you via the link in the video description below. Join the squad. Just wanted to ask you again to please like this video, subscribe to the H1B Guy channel here on YouTube, and click the bell for notifications so that you're notified anytime we post new content here to this channel. If you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I really appreciate your support. The H1B Guy, your global source for all things H1B.